the mid-year budget presented to Parliament, and you recall, say after the presentation, in Komo Bibrina Echo, so one of the key takeouts na kase this time no call and your request is KBA free members of Parliament or say more approval by and concourse spending in the mid-year. But there were some other neoma or highlight here in that budget presentation. Ebiana wono utie keke, but unim nsunsuanswa in sema na wo mid-year budget presentation maybe nya ewo so. As we do always say budget presentation be aba yehwe na yajimu adisua ekodi ho nkomo na lessons I was say pick neoma was say share what the budget actually means to me with your bottom line at saying me Dr. Richmond Kwame Frimpong any enkomo or no a financial consultant na or a lead or Financial Literacy Foundation Africa yene no enko dinkomo na oma yenchiremu kakra enka doc akwa abekosi senso ni na apomu yede
nyame adomboko
yeda nyame ase papa enti for atisa finance minister akwa present mid-year budget to Parliament Ghana ni a otie wo no I was saying the MCC and I say everything is under control from what you heard and from what you know.
You be me that say say baby ano ye can say budget no a pointer enti we politics no to nchen a wo team ya ya nkwankwa and I say we adwuma kakra edito bibi no also mo aso da form me nema me ensa ena so we tie media review na also wagin koso yo emra emu adimu enimti no sika ho eyedin ansa na onsaka so hwe growth projections ni ade a abana san revise growth projection ni say oman no say ye juma ye die mu ahoden say ye ka obi asika sema na say obi ade a auto and obi adwa odie ebomu IIF staff friend GDP no projections na o growth no ya revising it down kakra enti no chere say focus on economics na fe contraction sene na nka bia agin say juma enyuma kese mu betre ye be frankofo nyuma ne sa ne ma no entime enkosa because e gusua esi fie enti ekobasa na say ebe den say sika na ho dwo e ba onsem afi so hwe a policy rate ne inflationary rate no so no policy rate page animu inflation so e wo mu se rate no enko 10% na kan na kono na so e still e hwesoro enti se wo ya obi a wo pese usua di firi mu a ye chene se senkakane no na bia easy say umesi adwuma oyobi adwuma easy umesi adwuma akwanya also benya fofra e dey tennis because more am dada na kura no e dey den see everything e keep mu enti say adwuma bi kura na wo ya nyame ayi wadom na so obi afọ adwuma so mu yi na kakra no de ma obi ano ye ni yi se na e be ya say adwuma na nhwere wonsa nhwere wonsa o be branza na onya foforo na onya foforo so na se sika ba wonsa mu ayi tua kakra ebi akanya na nke mouse simple sa simple na etimi to body ebetim enom inflation na e peja ne munti no eno chese sa sika na nke etimi to body ebetim sa sika no ano ye ko the next half no ebi etimi to body ebetim no na nso so de owafo adwuma na ebi ontimi nfa bi nka eno nti no wo a wutie no de also any say sene odi sika pa de efa no wo so hweso yie because sika na muduro na nkasa na wo form dada inti ni se ba on semo a wo de toni o ma basa inti eno so ya de sia ba ko obefa 1 from the GDP growth revision 2 to the inflationary rates and the next one is a buy no se sia na kame I say anke kwan a buy no fa so yes ka se we taxes free wa or the raise revenue any ABR dividend payments any other form petroleum receipts any other forms of income a buy ni na a coin back or buy no agiska locally through the debt market. Now debt market is only a debt exchange. Much say ama nkrofo ani nyi se wo disika beto bonds ne ade pio say ye euro bonds or say CD bond say ye cocoa bills o internet aban na come here say ekwan ba akoso pe e na wo hwe se obenya sika e dia support the ogige no na wo hwe the projections are treasury bills pa na ade a na ni hwe in say treasury bills they are not just sika ba on semwa e likely say treasury bills rate be kosoro because aban ni be hiaska. Now the only way so obetimi ama ayo akono so obegidis ubema ni sika no eye through say all my treasury rate na koso and this sika ba on say mo say make say no treasury bill range between 25 to about 32 and this sika ba on say number 1 the man can say no inflation you and spend this sika ne basa if you say mudro no so beti
okay
the tosu mi no kakra na aka on sem no hwe say won fan to just baby akeke say wo dia to fie and as what they are to savings account when there's also boson mensa assuming see and now fanya she a would do no so savings are 5%, inflation in way ahead of 40 and this savings near 0 and even 5 now inflation in 40 now bank amount 5 we see can move to 30% into the also and say also close up on value na can lose no ti aba on sama won hia no se betimi ada baby for 3 months one tokra no for treasury bill 91 days we be that say na save there adentia that is almost the only channel I buy say we be here there register won't mean empower and also IMF program I say in the same ka wo dis kan go to bank for 3 months na am 5% and I am a shade there kakra na watimi upon the sie no so wunya kwan na se betimi ada ho for bosomi sambosomi nsia afia hwehwese ubetimi ato treasury na e kana ban boni sika o tua mankrofo a waji osika no oso wanya kakra de aso kakra no so e dia ya adwuma anasa wotimi de atua so ma school fees
na T-bill rates is it that saying
and then 25 to about 32
okay
from 91 days okay yamfa ne say so wo to treasury bill na e kwan mienu so na abehwe say ubenya aban rate na dedi kan no ukoto regular banker eya almost almost did ho enti bi aban dey 25 91 day obeka say we nya pe anu obeka say bi amema 23.5 na so no so we nya kakra commission kakra dey aso na dey so but say what to free primary dealers no aban no akonya say rate aban no e dey to abontin through government of Ghana Bank of Ghana the rate na amount in this aban no announcing at 25 from auction on the 25 na be ma na just say won yen to the so in this wo to a ko ba say wo to a o modern say the wo to afiri ho no say a bank or say asset management firm or say a brokerage company or a primary dealer or this is clean na be ma na so wati nya bibi e dey aso wa dey so enti nioma me ensen wan nya hwe kran fi budget no mo aso nkoso say ebe den say ubenya adwuma foforo so ye adwuma obi a ebe den say ebe to no ma say wan kasa wo ye adwuma because economy no projections no air shrink air contracting enti unya sika 10 times any kan na tie no enti se nyame yo adom na onya bibi togu shop mu ahwesuye so wo ye obi adwuma so ahwesuye kakra bounce no number 2 inflation no be cost wa page ne mu ebia enko fast second no nenso so ebe cost enti sika bi e bounce through adwuma ana through o salary no hwesuye adentia value no so better enti say value no so better na be so bon ho ban a and fasikanan to ho because the rate of interest on holding that money is 0 inflation now 40% a the rate of interest is negative enti the obaye abeboa wa ebeboa masika no etinye bibi ni say anya hwekura no factor treasury bill na matiri mu say nkakane no ka beto bond but see as na bond market na enti no secondary trading in mboa enti the only way abetinye keep sika no enya fixed deposit and as savings account but treasury and at treasury so market say ubenya close to about 25 some up to all the way to about 32 depend on the duration and at the chart to okra ni say sa o tonso a to free primary dealer ho say na ebe ya ubenya ni nyina
and primary dealers na ye hwan mo
primary dealers ni timi banks timi asset management company timi brokerage company but udi an say obi bisa say rate na bind the amane no na mo de
mami ana
mo de no am na just o me primary dealer
okay That's really interesting. One other thing, Bear say, and especially for Mebununa 8 year, you know, nyame ya dom obetra application letters ne ade onye adwuma ni bia na afi suban asesa ne ade enne said ye nyomasi kono se nyame ya moa na wadwuma mpanyin ka so ntimi ne onye adwuma bi okotena fe a you might really struggle and say na wase anya adwuma bi because of the general economic situation that you won't see. That's the point I'll make.
That's the point I'm making. It will be very difficult. And I say, who you are, Juma so. Now I'm when you are kohona kakra toman one find it dia. Also no, so my Juma no go na shop no e go a bed din so benyes kafufra akofebia be go. Na die chat okra also ni so ma refini say brai wo mu nya brai bobosia. E brai wo mu no enye brai bobosia.
Na uhia capital ya se wadwuma ma we ndeng
hweye eno ntina meka de nyoma mabobo so mienu miense dikan no se wutimi mu aso koso a wakakra ne bounce na betimi aponi bi asie be bia betimi isu yes ana okobobo sia ye wonyoma mienu a obehwe maka policy rate and maybe can be there no GRR ne reference rate of banks in isu average extra banks and rate are almost so almost the bubbles here. Normally almost spread up to so. Some make us say as at Enron or GR non numbers at 29.28%. Policy rate in numbers at 30. And this one you're careful. O bank the 3% spread to so one numbers 32-33%. Send macro contraction, send macro inflation, send macro difficulties in the economy through the budget no. So wouldn't na se sika na wo je no wo je sa bre na se wo de koye adwuma na se adwuma no wonya sure pa se betimi atua sa interest we abro sa atua wo ka wo be ye wadwuma nyina de ama bank no bosumi emfie num kra na ntimi ntue nie na so abesen wo kon. There is nothing like smart borrowing now. So wo pese wo ewu ahwe na then smart borrowing and they are so ahia ntimi ntue no. Se wunya sika no pa de ayi bibia wo dwen se sika no betumi ayi bibia ma watua ho ka enkofa bosia enkohan dan enkofa bosia enkoye wedding enkofa bosia enkoye ye friend se koto TV me board dem mesresre kofa bosia enkoto fridge fancy omumu no enkesu bosia adwane free ho kakra bounce in dia fatu be bi na fa bibi ma ho
enti se obi 8 year na yemfa ne se wenya deal bi was so nya sika bi sika and we deal as how do scan shema turn around time na very quick in the bia okofa ne bi aba beton wenya supplier bi so be man neoma na e was so raise capital in menim he ya na loan ye one of the sources are onye den
so loan ye one of the sources are one was also loan ye one of the sources wow ye ka say also loan any one of the sources. So loan is one of the sources. I was checking your mommy and son wafa loan. There's a new option here. Number one, making sure the bank na or my loan rate no the amount less than 300 basis points above the reference rate. Reference rate in America and only average rate of banks in the way to the amount rate. Yeah, 29.28 already. In trouble more than 3. Shisha bank for fraud. The kind of no. The also mienu. But more than say rate no the amount no. You say the variable rate. Variable rate and they say on control, but you catch us and na would you loan na charge that's no interest in 32.3. Then so say a variable la. Say what na BBC na policy rate ni sa page anymore. Na reference rate ni so se sa. O 32 na o dia calculate say o be 10 or 10 around time ya quick na abenya no. O be kone bi e dia kan ho ma na 37. But o ya calculation o dia o 10 around calculation be 32. International say bia be kan ho a one consider nti say o gina say change na so gia. Make sure say rate na nya variable. Enya dia o mutimi say sa cost ro. Because usually e be den pass bank be kas mateso. A cost road there is a petrol pan say be say tis why did na kakra no mateso. By your two more say dana de enchimfani to dana low. Into check say nya variable rate shen wanje. Na dey chat to yes sure pan say o contract sign off say kyerɛ sɛ adeɛ na wogi loan akɔtɔ no wogi loan kɔtɔ pad the oma promise on wobɛnya no in real time na mmom say just projections keke na wo make here hwɛ analysis medical nyinaa based on GDP based on the numbers based on the messages government has made and based on the economic indicators I'm point to know through the budget no ɛnyɛ likely say saa projections the best season you open no and na enye Ghana nko aso nti baby ahodo challenges whatever some make as at yesterday Bank of England they make it losses on their bond because interest rates are costly nti sa wodi di agro bedi with the review budget review na ya no enya hojo nti sa wa anya smart na wa mfa wa kakra wa nto wa anya bibi na abrantie bi amene ne kasa na no o se okoye wedding adenti o se oni fikation to all day the salary ko si ho na wakoje loan of about 17,000 no they akoso so they akoye wedding because check rate of interest no 17,000 no obetua we no on number say 50,000 enti wo de saa mejinma 10 obeko no they akota de odidije or they akoto new dress or they akoto new shoe in fact so what the cotton land nekura mpuna say land no enye land that wo turning around but land that wo di sifia wo koji loan cotton land now so di sifia one way to become a liability untumi mpontua o loan untumi so nsi dan na afi abeso mene na afi wo deka and to be careful we are not in normal times and to kakra bi about nsem bia hweso ye so wo nya adwuma wo ya magician pe bibi ye ma wa wo ho sensuo kra ton say mate be a pedi say voluntary work be a paye na kakra amount and because omo mo ye adwuma kra na from ma yes sir
doc eyi your friend is saying ye nua no ma e wa ma no me kire Ghana for e wa brutre oni won di nkomo a unso omo na ya na neoma ekoso wo port no ehia won papa and they say obi ama no na otie wa was there something in this mid-year budget statement efa port and some duties and some
port and some duties and some no direction a who say aban no dey any corner say see an person or enhance revenue collection na revenue collection no baby ba port ya aban na need that say obetimi amiti ne requirements dem na nya another 600 million no and they say on fan port collections any agro enti say wo dwen say kane no den say enioma bo kosoro port wo say wo yu nioma na ade a na wo wadwim na be kofom a pa cho to wadwim da enya de be kofom so bibi aye
it is oka biaba na edaso esi wo unclear wait and say ebia nioma eso bete kakra no akọ clear then starting a clear ni sisi am
clear ni ya wan we okra di more be san be cho the one anya so na inflation make dollar rate is remember say ubetua more than you are doing. It is our opportunity to clear today, our opportunity to ship it today. The value of doing it today and paying now is better because as year call the next half no say impo oman fe bianto so cry the dollar will make it worse and you are going to pay more than you were supposed to pay.
So we'll share what's happening around the world. Projections for a CD and dollar fluctuation no at the same a stable in the medium to long and as a short to medium term
in the immediate term no so share a nam intervention abano say I was abano utie ne kasa or media review na nenia brace obeje the next set of tranches no e 3 billion no say sana tie dia na just also making sure say passes bia also passes bia ma IMF edisi kanebe bia obeye into one of those near the discipline in managing the expenses and in the fiscal deficit and you know ebema funds na $1 no every IMF adienum aba if you no ba or hence or here changes or banking sector you'll be a very fiscal stability fund and called the sub banks in asini and it says fiscal stability fund no say World Bank money ade bi contributions no dem one. It is very likely said dollar no they be by the supply side no ebeba supply side ne balance otimi ye ne debt exchange $1 now sina na che say yenya trouble be bre e the supply side given the current demand anya hwe kra no se the dollar ne be kosora e be stabilize and say to say the first half maybe a rise you know but it said it will rise in the forecast no it will increase at a decreasing rate in the be kosoro but anya tentem in the said na say we use dollar ADB number 1 diversify your cash holdings. Send a bear, Kobazo also hold the dollar ADB, Ubenya, Nadia, Nanzo Niso Pro convert it to dollar for anything. But the point is that there are still going to be exposures on the dollar side with an uptick. HRSA, any dollar, maybe because you produce dollar. IMF Canada, a very reducing the rate of depreciation and then so and preventing it from said cost.
Oh, okay. Wow. The other thing I'm person me busa maybe 2 or 3 questions. One of the things you say, and I think Abai communicators are repeating quite consistently. Said this time, Finance Minister called Parliament one request Sikebia say Abai kwako spendi anasi bibisa. What does it mean?
Obi, it means nothing much. It means nothing much. I didn't make him. Shadio. And your man by this scene and so in the budget now will be review. Say I'm fan say a year bear say a dua. I buy no anti me a chivu base here.
A Simpa FM.
Incident also call for fro. Who have be to say you're planning for inflation? Who have be to say you're planning for total expenditure commitment? Who have be to say you're planning for primary balance on commitment basis? Who will be to say overall deficits are commitment? Who will be to say your cash basis overall budget deficits? And then your method is I didn't know you to me and Shada and Shimukina. And yes, the amount to me and so we are the copy from the account. And one acquired the end my head and also can be good. And it is right. When a banner requested for now, requesting work for him. And it is not any improvement or it is not any new thing. It's not a novelty. We don't have an option. It been the home put work or I can say PBI account now. Finally, I come out. Now I be increase deficit. A banner pursue discipline in the deficit. And the or the energy. Remember, IMF is in town. IMF is in town. The fund is in town. And to me, and spend it anyhow in terms of our deficit. And it means nothing much. You couldn't have opted for any other option. And no natural will say, so what gains the first half of the new idea. It is not going to be so easier in the second half. It is either going to stay or it's going to get worse. In Tina me say, who are we no? So we are crown crest, so you'll be a juma. And your my yakano, fatu koto game, ne fire the demand.
What it then means, they say, Abai getting the IMF deal through, no? As soon as I was say, Ebani Yanya, and as I too early in the day.
Too early in the day. Too early in the day. In fact, I'm saying, I buy James Mape, you August.
Yeah.
And the young Kobe, young Kobe, and the Afena Kwana, I think you starting me come.
My final question, at the same time, I hear this Ankomoi and the body in charge of monetary policy in our country, which is the central bank. Among some about a kebi or my ball, some expenditure items we are in report about de. On the face of it, it looks really scary. Should we be worried at the from Bank of Ghana and saying because the Bank of Ghana because I heard people say no more they don't operate like a commercial bank properly so called inti is they no making such losses it's saying me pacho.
So yes, Bank of Ghana ne can into say bianca and I know banks ne banks ne can no ne ka say DDP no ama banks need to declare losses near there. And so the money you who say, and I'm so or no, the lender of last resort. Say, yeah, compare as an economy. The only place you bet me a respite, no, a central bank. And the central bank making such a loss, and not just say, war nanka, ye be hit say ye ho kwere amana save car no wo no say ye buda from and this a car ye mistake bia na kofa be bia wo na bu na e beti akotan because there will not be any break and until there has to be a quick build up send ye be ya ye betimi assign bring positivity in the back. It's a good sign, a dangerous. And I think Gutier Bank of Ghana, almost my nation said they needed to save the economy. Now, Oman save the economy with all those payments. So, code detail no more. Beyond whatever they printed, beyond whatever they pushed into the economy to support the fiscal side. No, what to say as almost particular expenses be on their side that a be a bit uptick. This also the details of the expenditure that hit the operational expenses.
Yeah.
In the say honor so much because as the lender of last resort there, also because the banks and I system also support we are on beba. A buy no crown here critical support of course. You see an IMF near didn't know. To me advance it said the first or more advanced beyond a certain limit. In fact, it's supposed to be zero fund financing. It is worrying, and non actually say also careful. Inflation, and you see about stopping inflation. Now say a cobasa, my case is it can be a crowd piano, a mudruno, and so she. Into also we are very smart, and also we are very diligent. Now, I create a big crowd piano, Uberhesi, because a mre and ya kono be brisa.
Is it a case a Bank of Ghana loss no was occasioned by central government borrowing from the Bank of Ghana? Nah?
Of course.
Okay.
That is one among other things.
Okay.
That is one among other things. And of course, because DDP need to remember, say, yeah, kasi you're writing off, no. That testing, never hit you almost so. Hit you on it will show up.
That's also Bank of Ghana na FASWA.
Also, no one fan as well. Because we'll be any hard to scan the bro.
Now, to the layman on the street, and I've heard people ask that question, say, na Oman ye sovereign country. Say, sika ho kwa atwe wo ye man yi mu a. Ade ne ye ntwa sika ni bingum. Say ni pande na obeka atwe no.
Yo, enti, say o ka se ye ntwa sika ni bingum a. Amemmo ni economic management mu no. Sika bia a free Bank of Ghana ebe bia no. Ye free BB productivity. It is backed by productivity. On say sika namokwa. Sika ye aketua for BB ayaye. And on the masikanya value. The value of money is based on the productivity behind it. And this is sika bia baby and say nye BB sika no etua ne car any value. In this Bank of Ghana sorry pen almost as a sika they are just increasing the supply in the system, and because it is not backed by any productive venture, it will be chasing a lot of goods that do not have back productivity. I know the money supply pool inflation. And say kasi print is can quite a bit me a print. Then so one we are the about team can be Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Ubeku and Nimunafe body about 10,000 Ghana cedis because he cut 10,000 Ghana cedis and the value no cafe. In the straightforward say print, it must be backed by a productive venture so that the demand and supply can match. Senka ba printing kwandia any enkanin ko bia bet me printing e in tie simple sir. The Bank of Ghana printed now it is not an output of a productive venture and no enema or minor etitino. Now o man bia no nyoma miru ne kura ne sikasemu your fiscal side and your monetary side. Fiscal side no aban no esikasem your spending and your raising and the control no. Monetary side no a Bank of Ghana or control prices to say inflation, to say interest rate near the and the supply of money, and the demand for money side no or on the hustle. They must come together to put the economy on the right footing. It is a Bank of Ghana may say now buying for fiscal no we are not in good terms. So buying some may say now Bank of Ghana study an age now. So we are not in good terms. They must all be in equilibrium. Some make us say a buying the end so now Bank of Ghana also Bank of Ghana the answer at Tiafaso. And nothing we are in dangerous times because both the fiscal and the monetary are all challenged.
As far as economic management is concerned, my final question. Say, one advice be out buying the finance minister, the Bank of Ghana governor, the economic management team, the president of the republic, as far as the economic management is concerned. One thing I also
one thing they say they should park the economy at the fund. We should just park the economy at the fund. As you're saying, let everything IMF run. We shouldn't interrupt it. If everything IMF runs, the economy will be back on its feet. But the other things it's going to get worse, and you are going to be in trouble.
Yeah, impact the economy now at the IMF.
Yes.
A sovereign country, Ghana.
We don't have an option. In fact, if we don't, Sen Kenya IMF say send the year buy. Okay, kada the end nam say na kran Kenya. Abamponi say next 600 no so ama. Yen say yeni baby agina. Until if there is any critical solution at this moment, we should park the economy just like a car parks in a car park at the premises of the fund and stick to what they are saying we should do.
Dr. Richmond Kwame Frimpong, me and us, yes,
madam.
Richmond Kwame Frimpong, Executive Director, Financial Literacy Foundation Africa, and I'm ADN.